Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for sticking in here. I've actually been gone for a few weeks, so I'm just catching up with movies. Today I went and saw the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die. Obviously, this brings back Daniel Craig for his final stint as Bond. This will be a non-spoiler review, so anything that I discuss will be stuff that was in the trailers for the movie. I won't discuss anything that is exclusive to the movie itself. Like I said, so this brings back Daniel Craig and his outing as Bond. The story kicks off where he left off in Spectre when he was still with Madeline, played by Léa Seydoux. She's the daughter of Mr. White, so she's with Bond, so they're continuing a relationship, and then things happen to basically bring Bond out of retirement. To back in the fact, he's been gone so long that in Double O Branch, there's a new 007 that's played by Lashana Lynch. She's really good in this movie as well. But yeah, she's the new 00 in the agent. So basically, there's a new plot involving Spectre from the last film. So Blofeld is obviously back in the movie. That was in the trailer too. So there's a plot to it, and then there's a new villain in there that's played by Rami Malek. He's really good in this film as well. I think this, basically summing up, this movie is a very good way to finish off Daniel Craig's run as Bond. I think this is one of the best Bond movies ever. In fact, I think, in my personal opinion, it's the best one of the Daniel Craig era. And this one I love Casino Royale and also love Skyfall, but I think especially this one, I think is the most personal Bond story yet. I think ever since On Her Majesty's Secret Service, way back when, where obviously Bond got married in that movie. Spoiler, but that was back in 1969. So of all the Daniel Craig movies, and since of like the modern Bond movies since On Her Majesty's Secret Service, I think this is the most personal Bond story ever. Of like how the story affects Bond's personal life and personal love interest. Like the movie really hammers on, he's not just doing a mission. This what he's doing is very, and things happening to me are very personal to him. So I really enjoyed this film. It's definitely one of the the longest Bond movie ever. It's over 2.5 hours. So there's points where you do feel the length of the movie, but all in all, I mean, the action's great. Good sets. Just like like any Bond movie, it's jet settings. You're going all over the world. But the action's great in this movie. I really enjoyed the story, and it's like I said, the end will be like, okay, that definitely finishes off the Craig story. So I'd be surprised to see how they're gonna do the next actor, the next Bond, because Craig's Bond era really set the bar really high. So I don't know how they're gonna try to turn the clock back if they have another Bond who just goes around doing missions and banging women and just drinking and not like living like without a care. I don't know if they can really go back to that after Daniel Craig's era made Bond's story so personal. Especially if this movie, it'll be interesting to see, but I don't know if they're gonna turn that, or if they're gonna do another story that's very similar to the current Daniel Craig Bonds, or if they're gonna try to turn back the clock and kind of go back to like a Pierce Brosnan type, or whatever, until his movies got way too silly. But I just don't know if they could do that. I would say Daniel Craig really changed the game. He's definitely, after Sean Connery, because I think Sean Connery just set the mold too much. I think after Sean Connery, Daniel Craig's the best, especially of the modern era Bonds. So I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see how they recast after Daniel Craig and where they take the story, and if they try to turn back the clock or not. But that'll be interesting to see. But definitely, if you've liked the Daniel Craig era, you should definitely go see this movie, because this is definitely puts a fitting end into his 5 movies. So I would say that would this is definitely a recommend for me. I really enjoyed my time, even though it's a long movie. I really enjoyed the story. And the stakes. Really enjoyed, because the stakes were so personal to Bond in this movie. So I really enjoyed that, and the ending. That was a very fitting ending. So once again, this movie's a high recommendation for me. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.